Hey everyone, so after last week we should have all of these 3 sets done for each of our blocks, and what we're going to do today is learn how to put them together so we get perfectly matched seams each time. So what I want to show you is this first. If you flip all of these over, what you're going to see is because we press to the dark side each time, all of these pressing lines face towards the dark, not the white, and you'll notice they're exactly the opposite, which is perfect because that's exactly how you press nest a seam together. So what we want to do is make sure we have all of these in the right order, because of course we have these directional fabrics. But then what we're going to do is we're going to take these right sides and place them on the right sides of the poppy fabric. Now, if you notice here, I'm putting these together. Do you see how these come in and they nest perfectly? And you can kind of squish them together and they don't move. And then these, as I go, I can just kind of pop and they pop in and lock. So they pop and lock. That's what it means to nest a seam. They go in together. Now, because if you are new or if you're uncomfortable just going with the flow and working with nested seams as you go, you can use the method that I use a lot, especially when I want a very accurate seam, and that is I nest the 2 and then I put a pin right next to the seam line and then we pop it through, and if you'll notice I come in right next to the seam line on the other side and then I just push it through just like this. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. So we're going to line this up. Get that nested. It's what we want is nested. See, right through the seam line. If they're nested properly, it should pop through right on the seam line again. And then what we're going to do is go over to the machine. We're going to line them up and stitch right along this side. I'll meet you right back here in a second. Okay, we're back. Now, if you'll notice, these are connected together now, and these seams match, which is fantastic. You should feel very proud of yourself. And then if we flip this over, you can see how they're all directionally gone. Now, if you'll notice, I press to this dark side because this has 2 dark pieces of fabric versus the 1. So next step is to do the exact same thing. These right sides go together here, and then as you can see, we're nesting. So go ahead and pin those. And I'll do it again just so you can see another round, and then pin these and then go stitch your 1/4 inch seam, press to the poppy side again, the dark side, and then we'll come back here and I will show you in our next video how to cut. What we're going to do is be cutting these open so we can make our really fun blocks. All right, I will see you back here in a minute.